Kalynn Horton. I am the Director of Sales for RSI Energy. We are a full-service solar provider for new home construction in California. So my background in terms of education and career path to get to where I am today is a little bit unique. I started out, I have a bachelor's and master's degree from UC Davis and the George Washington University, both in politics and political science, political management. So I went down a little bit of a curvy road to get into solar and into construction. And I guess my advice to anyone interested or curious would be, keep taking steps forward. You're not sure where your path is going to end up, and just be open to ideas and opportunities as they come. One thing I've realized throughout my career is that mistakes are inevitable. So without coming up with a specific example of a mistake I've made, there are far too many to probably list. The thing I know is that I'll continue to make them moving forward, and I have made them in my past. So advice for anyone starting out in their career or in their education is just know you're going to make mistakes and own them, own up to them, solve them, and then figure out a way, some sort of tool, process, training, so that you don't make the same mistakes over and over. So for me, growing up through high school, I was a little bit of a bookworm and a little bit of a nerd. I'm okay to say it now. I was actually the valedictorian of my high school. So math and science were probably my favorite subjects. That helped propel me into getting into a great school and having the confidence to tackle different challenges as they come to me throughout my career and throughout work. In the solar industry specifically, I'm dealing a lot with calculations of system sizing, reading different code compliance requirements, understanding how much energy a home will consume, and then also how much energy that system will produce. So calculations and spreadsheets are definitely a part of my everyday life. So a typical day in the life at RSI, we have been in business as a parent company for 30 years and an energy company for about 5, but we operate very much like a startup. So a day in the life for me is obviously managing sales and marketing for the organization, but also figuring out supply chain challenges and figuring out a customer service care package, doing sales trainings. We wear a lot of hats. So luckily, I get to spend time out in the field, I get to spend time meeting clients, and I get to do a lot of work from home. So extremely flexible, and every day is different. There's a long list of things that can help you be successful in the workplace. For me, being in solar and being in construction, I think the tips I always share with young people starting out are just be on time and be prepared. So if you're sitting in on a meeting, make sure you have your questions ready. If you're going to be on a job site, make sure you understand the safety requirements before you get there. And just ask a lot of questions, be curious, and own your craft. So as solar becomes more popular in California and throughout the country, a lot of people ask, how did you get into solar and how did you get into new construction solar? How could I? And the answer is there are a lot of paths to entry to get into the solar industry in general and to get into the new construction industry in general. A lot of skill sets required to get a solar project completed. So what I advise is if you're interested in solar, start anywhere. If that's in engineering and design, if that's in sales and marketing, if it's in project management, and then just get your foot in the door. Sales organizations grow really rapidly. The solar industry is growing really rapidly. So get in first in any capacity you can, and then grow from there into the role that you're looking for. So I think just one last thought that I'd love to share with young people that might be interested in joining the new construction industry is just remember as you watch these interviews, myself and everyone else you're going to get to hear from, we're all just humans. We've all started down the same path as confused young students, figuring out what next steps made sense. We stumbled along the way, we figured it out, we kept moving, we took advantage of opportunities, but at the end of the day, we're all just humans. We're all just trying to figure out what this path of life and, where it brings us.